That's America, your people, your land, all where you live, all family, all people, and I like the peace everywhere.
This lady was a vendor in Dubrovnik, Croatia, aka King's Landing. I was so excited to visit where they filmed Game of Thrones.
Red Keep over here looming over them. And so the location, you see that round tower down there? And just behind you have that square one. That is where they are. If you take a look at the other angle on the same scene, you can see a little bit better. Of course, they couldn't well prevent it.
A tour guide showed us where they filmed important scenes, and it's a real highlight when tourists come to this city now for Game of Thrones.
So even though she did overreacted by blowing up the whole, situation and then kind of went ballistic a little bit, it's kind of understandable where this rage comes from and why her reaction was so violent. Down, you can be sentenced to shaming. Now the way it would work in Dubrovnik is they would tie you to a donkey. Okay, one of the guards, one of those guys you met in the main street, would lead the donkey, and the guy with the drums would go behind, making noise. So everybody would pop their heads out of the windows to see what's going on and who's being led on a donkey. And this way you get shot. We go back to our little vista of the city, just a few pages away. There we go. So we are right here, actually here, in front of the Great Sept.
King's Landing was probably my favorite city of all the cities I visited. I just couldn't get enough of Game of Thrones.
The sequence is called Riot in the Streets, and it happened. It had like one of the most funny incidences during filming in Dubrovnik, at least for me. So what was going on over here is that King Joffrey, after they just sent off Marcella to Dorne, they're coming back and entering Red Keep. Now you saw that right over there is entrance to the King's Landing, right? So this, if you go this way, then you're entering Red Keep. Now Red Keep goes down over there, also over there at the fort, and this is where how you get in through this circle. But anyways, they were walking past. Somebody threw some feces on the king. The king went ballistic and asked, kill them all. The riot starts, and all of these guys went ballistic. Sansa is trying to flee, and she goes into that portal over there. She actually ended up in the fort up there. So go figure. If she had actually just went through the gate, she would have opened this gate, and they declared that this gate must remain open forever. And now after 200 plus years, well, it's tradition, and we're not going to do it. You can't close this gate, ever. Well, we're going to pay you a lot of money. Well, tradition, General what's-his-face, 1806. Well, we're going to give you more money. Okay. And that put a big smile on the mayor's face, I can tell you that. So they filmed the sequence over here. Now, also the continuation of the same sequence is this. Now, this is the location right here. It's just the camera was positioned a little bit up there. So it's sort of a bird's eye view. Anyways, this is when they put her actually on the little boat to go to the ship. And this was filmed right here. And you can even recognize the fort. Now they added these two things, these little towers, up on top by CGI, and of course you have the little classic Disney towers over there. Obviously they're not over there. You've seen the first episode, season 6. Mm-hmm. Okay, when they brought Marcella's body back, they also filmed Cersei was over there on the beach, and the ship was coming from over there, and they did the same type of thing over there as well.
I stayed a few doors down from the official store of Game of Thrones in Dubrovnik. It was really awesome to be able to sit in the Iron Throne just like so many of the characters, Cersei, the Queen now, as well as King Joffrey.
After the king died, of course, they were looking for all the kids that he had out of wedlock in order to make sure nobody takes the place for the throne. Film here. You might have find some problems filming. So HBO, of course, caved in and gave the city one of the throne.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wild.
Well, she kind of replied that power is power, and you know, having surrounded with some gold coins. So I'm sure you remember that one. Anyways, this was the first scene here.
The blue water, the scenery, the serenity of Dubrovnik, Croatia is truly amazing, and the idea that Game of Thrones is filmed here, well, it just adds to the attraction of Dubrovnik. King's Landing is an amazing city, and I loved being here while I was here on my European vacation. I'd encourage anyone to come here. Hail, King of the North, winter is coming.
Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe.